What it do, what it do, what it do, it's your boy the Don, Nino Corleone, and this is my crazy story.
Alright, Nino Corleone, what's going on with you, man?
What's the word, what's the word?
So, where you from?
Inglewood, Chicago, Illinois, man, South Side.
Okay, Inglewood, Chicago. So, let the people know what it was like growing up for you in Inglewood.
Very up and down-ish. You know, and growing up in Inglewood is definitely not easy because you can be easily influenced to do like the wrong things, and you know, it's a lot of popular people that come from Inglewood and a lot of influencers, street influencers, and so it's crazy, you know. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a rough ride, crazy ride.
Is that where your story take place or what?
Well, it's actually it doesn't take place in Inglewood. It spawns from Inglewood to a whole nother state.
Okay. Well, before we get into that, let the people know, how long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music for over 20 years. I started in grammar school singing, writing poetry, performing in every type of play, Hamlet, everything you can name. So, yeah.
So you got like stage experience, like real theater experience?
Before, Shameless, Chirac,
Wow.
Empire. Yeah. So I definitely love acting.
That's dope. So what kind of story you got for us today? A funny story, crazy story, what?
Nah, it's a real crazy story. Like I said, I come from Inglewood, you know, and where we come from, you know, you easily influenced into like dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, one thing that I can say is I did so much dumb stuff that I tried to escape it, you know. So I left Chicago from Inglewood because I had just did some of the dumbest stuff that I ever did in my life. And so I was like, you know what? I've got to get up out of here and let things cool down for a second. So I went to go live with my brother in Tennessee. So, you know, Chicago people, man, we so influential. We go to places and people just draw to us. They're like, oh man, you the Chicago guy.
Right.
You just so cool. And so I had a flock of different people. Like when I moved down there instantaneously, I was just the guy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have different clothes. You know, we got DTLRs and things like that in Chicago, and they don't have that in other places.
They don't?
You know, no. They don't dress like us. Nowhere else. They don't eat like us.
Now you said Tennessee?
Yeah, so this was in Antioch, Tennessee, like 20 minutes from Memphis.
Okay.
North Memphis. So it's nothing but GDs and Vice Lords, too, in Tennessee. I never seen another gang in Tennessee besides a GD or a Vice Lord.
Right.
So, but for the most part, people don't really gang bang. It's like a lot of cliques, like how it is now in Chicago. So, and I've never worked a job in my life, you know, so this is my first time going down there. I think I was 17 or 18 or something like that. And my next door neighbor, his name was Jeff. Now these was all white boys. I had a pack of white boys that I hung with, like 15 white boys.
Right.
And we just ride around doing crazy stuff, terrorizing stores. Like we'll pull up to a Piggly Wiggly and they'll run into the Piggly Wiggly and we grabbing all different type of stuff and just run up out of there and licking everything.
Wow.
I was like the ringleader. I never had to do anything. So for some reason, they thought I was like a drug lord or something. So
why they think that?
I don't know. I just dressed better, you know.
Right.
They had that down south type of swag. I always was about money, and you know, and I network with a lot of different people. I'm not scared, so you know, as soon as I go down there, I get to linking up with the Get Money guys. Yeah. So for some reason, I don't know why they thought I was the dude that was like facilitating the Get Money dude. Right. Man, so this didn't instantaneously happen. But you know, it's me going on being a man and like portraying the man and saying I'm the big dog on campus. It was people starting to gather resentment for that. Right. And Jeff had got me a job at the vehicle admission test place. Now, at this point in time, even though I dressed good, I wasn't really getting a whole lot of money. Like I said, I was 18. I was staying with my brother. I ain't had no car, anything. So I couldn't understand where all this clout was coming from. So I remember me and Jeff getting off work one day, and we pulled up in the Villa. Now, I don't know if you guys know about villas, but...
The store?
No, so in downtown, like down south, they have these apartment complexes that they call villas. Mm-hmm. It's 1,000 apartments in one complex. Yeah. You know, and there's like supposedly the projects or whatever, like how you would say the Ickies or something like that. So they call them villas. Yeah. And they look like rich people stay in them, but it's they hood people. You know what I'm saying? So we pull up in the Villa. I just get off work. We went and got some bud and went and got some drink. We pulling up. We going to Jeff's crib. Now, it's a white van sitting outside Jeff's house, and we don't think about it. Nobody steal. Nobody do nothing. Mm-hmm. Nobody don't do anything. As soon as we get out the car, we walk in Jeff's house. Nobody locks doors. We didn't lock the door. We never locked the door. Mm. You know what I'm saying? I closed the door like this. And then as I went into the kitchen, I set the bottle down like this, and then the door was opening. As I turned around, I seen the biggest gun I ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And now, his roommate, he play like that all day. Mm-hmm. We got 100 guns in the crib. Mm-hmm. So it's like, this how we play. You know, so I ain't thinking nothing of it, because... You know, this is my life. Like, you know, we in Chicago, we'll hear a gunshot and will not flinch. You feel me? So when he came through the door with the joint out like this, I'm just thinking like, man, get your ass out of here.
Right.
You know, he was like, get on the ground. I'm like, what?
Right.
And then he just walked up and hit me. Boom! I'm like, oh, it's real now. I got right on the ground.
Right.
So my man's Jeff, he sneak in the room. He trying to get the joint. But the joint, the closest joint was in his safe.
Right.
We usually keep all the joints either in safes. So like if they, like the sheriff's running the crib, like it's a protected gun, it ain't like it's just around like it's a trap house and nothing like that.
Exactly.
You know? So Jeff tried to sneak in the room. They got me on the ground. He is punishing my head with this long ass Joker gun. Like, boom! Yeah, we got you now, coming down here acting like you the man. I'm like, what?
Dang.
I'm broke. I'm like, I ain't got no money. He's like, where is it? I'm like, where's what?
Right.
Boom! You think I'm playing with you? The other dude, he got on a mask. The other dude don't got on a mask. They don't even care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So he got a gun, and the other dude got like some type of baton, type of, you know, the little Power Ranger thing that the police got. Right.
Right.
So he tell dude, he like, no, you know, pull out your gun, cause I seen somebody else run in the other room. So dude pulled out his joint, go in the room. Jeff couldn't get the safe open in time enough. They dragged Jeff into the front room. Boom.
Wow.
So then the other dude that's with him, he got a pillowcase. He going around the crib. This man taking PlayStation 2 games, and DVDs, and everything, man. This man clearing the crib out, man.
Right.
And so they mad because I got like a 7 of weed and a 5th. That's it. They just know they done hit the jackpot.
Right.
So, you know, at this point in time, you know, I just thought karma had set back in. Like, you know, like I said, I was doing a whole lot of stuff, and I felt like I had got away from it. And then now I'm like, damn, it came and got me all the way down here in Tennessee. Like some people that I never even did nothing to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he just was like, man, we done searched the whole crib. If you keep playing with us, we about to kill both of y'all. And I just thought it was over with. So I just stopped responding because, you know, I'm already telling you, like, nigga, you done searched everywhere. If we had something, you would have found it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just got quiet. I just knew I was finna die. I was like, damn. You know? And last thing I remember was me just watching the TV screen. Like, the TV was a basketball game playing, and I'm just like, it's finna happen.
Right.
On the real. And then it just got quiet. And then it was like, I was like, you know what? If they finna kill us, they finna kill us. And I just popped up, the door was open, and they was gone.
Wow.
My head beat to oblivion. So we called the police because they done, like I said, ravaged the crib, and Jeff don't want to, you know what I'm saying, pay for the damages in the crib, so we got to file a report.
Right.
We called the police, man. The police act like we robbed ourselves.
What you mean?
Like, and the police was like, so what y'all had for them to do this to y'all?
Wow, that's how they approach that.
Like, y'all ain't gonna ask us the description,
right,
or anything like that.
Dang.
So after this happened, you know, we live in a place like Antioch is so small, so it's like everybody know everybody by first and last name. You know what I'm saying? And them people couldn't get away; they couldn't hide. We tracked them people down, like, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
they got what they needed to get.
The rest was history.
But after that, it was like I had to move again.
Wow.
So I had to instantaneously leave Tennessee.
So where you end up going?
I came back to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I ain't had nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? No other family, nowhere else. So it was like, but I was already gone for like 6 to 8 months. So I felt like whatever I was ducking here is,
right.
You know.
Okay.
But that's the crazy story, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. So would you say it was like, is it anything learned from this? Is it anything that helped you move better from this? Or was this just one of them moments where it was like...
God is not to be played with. You feel me? I was doing a lot of things, taking my life for granted. You know, in the field, acting like, man, if you know how to play with swords, you're going to get cut one day, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely what I learned from that situation. You can't run from God.